Due to Battle Through the Heavens being on a 2-week hiatus, starting today, to alleviate the curiosity of its fans, including myself, let's continue the story from the novel version. In the previous episode, Xiao Yan received the key to enter the secret chamber located in the depths of the heavenly blood pool. Now, Xiao Yan is hurrying to the volcanic slope. On the precipice of a volcanic abyss, 8 figures engaged in a heated debate. A man clad in white, his countenance marked by an evil glint, surveyed them, his words dripping with contempt. Only 8 slots remain, yet we stand with 9. I propose we determine the strongest among us, with the weakest yielding their place. Nalan Yanran, the subject of his scorn, raised an eyebrow. Though my strength may be modest, I endured this arduous journey with the help of others. I shall not yield my position unless Xiao Yan compels me. Your words carry no weight. The white-clothed man scoffed. You rely on borrowed power, a mere pawn in other schemes. In the face of the Heaven Mountain blood pool, such dependence is inconsequential. Feng King Air and Mu King Luan, 2 formidable individuals, remained aloof from the argument, their gazes fixed upon the volcanic mouth. Nalan Yanran's composure wavered as the man's vitriol struck a nerve. His body crackled with emotion, and fire burned in his eyes. Before she could retaliate, a gentle hand settled on her shoulder, its touch dispelling her rage. A calming laughter filled the air. It appears our discussion has reached an impasse. Upon encountering Xiao Yan's commanding voice, the attention of Feng King Air and her companions swiftly shifted towards him. Their gazes held a mixture of awe and curiosity as they regarded Xiao Yan behind Nalan Yanran. Allow me to handle this, Xiao Yan uttered with a gentle smile directed at Nalan Yanran. He then proceeded forward, his eyes fixed upon the white-clad man. A hint of frost mingled with the amusement etched upon Xiao Yan's face as he inquired, "Do you believe it would be more advantageous for him to concede?" The white-clad man's countenance darkened noticeably as Xiao Yan emerged. However, under the scrutiny of the onlookers, he was unable to withdraw. Thus, he forced himself to maintain a composed demeanor and retorted, were it solely up to his own abilities, he would never have reached this point. Why should he not relinquish his position? Are there any who share his viewpoint? Xiao Yan queried, turning his head. His gaze swept across the assembly, silently conveying an aura of menace. Feng King Air and her peers remained silent under the weight of Xiao Yan's intimidating presence. The remaining 2 individuals lacked the courage to engage with Xiao Yan and refrained from speaking out. There are 8 available spots, yet there are 9 of us present, the white-clad man exclaimed, a hint of defiance in his voice as he witnessed this unspoken consensus. Xiao Yan nodded in agreement, his body blurring momentarily as a deafening thunderclap reverberated through the air. In a flash, he materialized directly before the white-clad man. The white-clad man had remained wary of Xiao Yan throughout their exchange. Therefore, he was quick to react when the thunderous sound erupted, rapidly retreating. However, his efforts proved futile as Xiao Yan's figure relentlessly pursued him. With the force of a thunderbolt, Xiao Yan's fist connected with the white-clad man's chest. As the white-clothed man's body splattered blood and crashed into a rock, reducing it to rubble, the spectators witnessed a shocking display of force that left their hearts pounding. With only 8 people remaining, Xiao Yan emerged, his gaze cold and indifferent as he surveyed the scene. The unexpected turn of events sent shivers down the spines of all present, instilling a newfound fear in them as they regarded Xiao Yan. Despite his severe injuries, the white-clothed man's body continued to twitch uncontrollably, a testament to the devastating blow he had suffered. Xiao Yan's indifference turned into a mischievous grin as he addressed the crowd, inquiring about the adequacy of the remaining participants. Feng King Air's venomous laughter echoed as she taunted Xiao Yan for his arrogance, accusing him of surpassing the Wind Lightning Pavilion's ruthless tactics. Unfazed by her mockery, Xiao Yan countered with a sly retort, questioning the pavilion's own arrogance in deploying elite Duzongs to ensnare him. The exchange ended with Feng King as chilling challenge, hinting at a future confrontation in the depths of the Heaven Eye Mountain, where external assistance would be futile. Amidst the sudden deafening thunder, the energy waves in the sky abruptly ceased their expansion, giving way to an awe-inspiring spectacle. A colossal, vibrant spiral emerged at the volcano's mouth, rotating slowly as an overwhelming and majestic energy gathered within its core. Excitement surged through the hearts of Xiao Yan and his companions as they witnessed the sky painted in a kaleidoscope of hues. As the spiral's rotation accelerated, an accompanying storm erupted, its howling winds carving jagged cracks into the surrounding boulders. Determined to withstand the tempest, the group summoned their powerful Duki, standing firm like unyielding rocks. The energy spiral expanded in size, amassing a terrifying concentration of energy. Suddenly, the rotation slowed until a moment of stillness, followed by a blinding eruption of light from its center. The brilliant illumination permeated the entire Heaven's Eye mountain range, dispelling the dense fog that had long shrouded the mountains. In a cataclysmic moment, the spiraling energy above the volcano abruptly ceased its relentless dance, giving birth to a blinding light that illuminated the surroundings. The colossal energy pillar, standing hundreds of feet tall, unleashed a deafening boom, echoing like the roar of a cannon. With explosive force, it erupted from the spiral, hurtling downwards towards the gaping mouth of the volcano. The expressions of Xiao Yan and his companions transformed into masks of concern as they witnessed this terrifying spectacle. Their bodies instinctively retreated, seeking safety from the impending impact. The light pillar's velocity was extraordinary. In an instant, it crashed violently into the volcano's opening, triggering an earth-shattering explosion. A massive shockwave erupted outward, pulverizing the surrounding rocks into dust. Xiao Yan and his comrades found their feet slipping uncontrollably across the ground as they were forced back nearly 10 meters before regaining their footing. Their gazes turned towards the mountain peak, which had been reduced to a desolate wasteland in the blink of an eye. A palpable sense of relief washed over them as they wiped the beads of cold sweat from their foreheads. Their eyes were drawn to the volcano's mouth, now pulsating with an ethereal, multicolored light. An immense energy surged within, rippling outwards in waves of overwhelming intensity. As Xiao Yan surged forward, he cautioned Nalan Yanran to refrain from venturing too deeply into the Heaven Mountain blood pool. The optimal strategy was to absorb its immense energy swiftly upon entry. Nalan Yanran acknowledged his guidance without resistance. Xiao Yan then reached the volcano's mouth, his gaze sweeping across the spectacle before him. The vast expanse was filled with vibrant ethereal energy, and at its heart lay the striking crimson pool known as the Heaven Mountain Blood Pool. Even from afar, its unusual red liquid was discernible, pulsating with an otherworldly energy that Xiao Yan could feel coursing through his veins. A surge of excitement ignited within him as he fixed his attention on the remarkable blood pool. Glancing at Feng King Air and her group frantically descending upon it, Xiao Yan propelled himself towards the Heaven Mountain blood pool, pulling Nalan Yanran along with him. Despite the expansive size of the volcano's mouth, Xiao Yan covered the distance swiftly, reaching its edge within moments. As he arrived, he witnessed Feng King Air and the others plunging into the blood pool, their immersion creating audible splashes. As the crowd grew increasingly agitated, Xiao Yan found himself at a loss. However, fortune favored him as the target lay at the base of the blood pool. Had he been forced to compete with these frenzied individuals, the outcome would have been dire indeed. The Heaven Mountain blood pool, spanning a mere 70 to 80 feet, proved adequate for Xiao Yan and his companions. Drawing near, Xiao Yan's senses were heightened by the exotic aura emanating from its depths. The crimson energy resembled fresh blood, thick and viscous, with crimson bubbles rising and bursting on its surface. Waves of blood-colored energy permeated the air like an ethereal mist. This is truly a place of wonder, capable of shattering one's limits. The sheer volume of energy here surpasses anything I have ever encountered. Xiao Yan marveled inwardly. Turning to Nalan Yanren, he flashed a smile and urged, "Enter with me. Although you have yet to reach the pinnacle of the Deovang realm, immersing yourself in this pool will prove beneficial." Nalan Yanren nodded and gently placed the white fox by the pool's edge before fixing her gaze on Xiao Yan. "My gratitude. If you seek a mentor in the future, consider the flower sect," she whispered. Without waiting for Xiao Yan's inquiry, she dived into the blood pool with the grace of a mermaid. Flower sect. One of the two sects of legend. Xiao Yan's mind raced as he watched Nalan Yanren's disappearing form. He had no time to ponder Yun Yun's connection to such a formidable organization, storing it away for future consideration. With a leap, he too plunged into the blood pool, the sound of his entry resonating through its depths. Upon entering the blood pool, the volcanic eruption subsided, giving way to relentless, howling winds that formed a deafening storm. Xiao Yan, shrouded in jade-green dew clee, felt an overwhelming energy density as he ventured into the pool. He resisted the temptation to absorb this energy, opting instead to navigate towards the bottom. Despite its thick, blood-like consistency that hampered visibility and movement, Xiao Yan's spiritual strength faced an unusual challenge. It struggled to penetrate the crimson liquid, leaving him with a sensation reminiscent of the bewildering maze he had encountered in the forest. However, he could faintly perceive the presence of others, particularly Feng King Air and her companions, fervently absorbing energy nearby. Xiao Yan paused momentarily, his gaze scanning the obscured bottom of the blood pool. The serene crimson hue evoked unease within him, prompting him to grip his dark golden bone tightly and plunge towards the depths, determined to unravel its mysteries. As Xiao Yan ventured deeper into the blood pool, the energy density and purity within the crimson liquid intensified. However, he discerned the ominous presence of fire poison embedded within the energy, an artificial contamination that seeped forth from the depths of the volcano. The Heaven Eye Mountain blood pool was situated at the volcano's core, where the fire poison raged with unparalleled ferocity. Xiao Yan had encountered a similar poison during his training in the Inner Academy's Blazing Heaven key refining tower, but the intensity of this fire poison far surpassed that experience. The volcano had erupted countless times over its eons of existence, amassing an unfathomable reservoir of deadly fire poison. Such was its potency that it had inflicted grievous injuries upon Jin Shi and Elect Du Zong. Xiao Yan's body was enveloped in a shield of jade-green flames, their extreme temperatures vaporizing the surrounding blood-red energy. The fire poison within was ruthlessly expelled by the flames, granting Xiao Yan immunity. After a relentless descent for nearly 10 minutes, the dark golden skull in Xiao Yan's possession grew incandescent, emitting a faint glow. A surge of joy washed over Xiao Yan as he witnessed this reaction. He gradually decelerated his descent until he hovered motionless. His gaze descended with burning intensity upon a spot below, where the surrounding space exuded a subtle distortion. The copious amounts of red liquid congregated there seemed to collide with an invisible barrier, parting ways to reveal an unknown vista. The spatial barrier that hindered Xiao Yan's path exuded an immense power that made it seem impossible to traverse with his own strength. However, as he held the dark gold skull in his hand, a glimmer of hope emerged. Placing the skull on the barrier triggered a reaction, causing circular ripples to spread and forming a narrow tunnel that allowed Xiao Yan to pass through. Despite this breakthrough, a daunting pressure greeted Xiao Yan as he entered the sealed area. The blood-red energy in this realm was so viscous that even the slightest movement felt like pushing through thick molasses. Amidst this thick liquid, a faint fishy smell permeated the air, accompanied by a dark grayish light that seemed to corrode the jade-green flames surrounding Xiao Yan's body. This treacherous combination made navigating this spatial barrier a daunting task, requiring unwavering determination and the protection of his glazed lotus heart flame. Despite the challenges, Xiao Yan pressed on, his eyes scanning the surroundings. The space sealed within the barrier was relatively small, but the condensed blood-red energy and corrosive grayish light posed a significant threat. Every step forward required caution and the constant vigilance of his protective flames to navigate this hostile environment. In the depths of the blood pool, Xiao Yan encountered the corrosive heaven mountain fire poison, a force that even an expert like Jin Shi feared. The uneven surface beneath him was riddled with holes spewing forth grayish smoke and fire poison, revealing the boiling volcano below. With surprise, Xiao Yan surveyed his surroundings, sealed by a spatial barrier. Undeterred, he immersed himself in the blood-red liquid, summoning the glazed lotus heart flame to shield him from the corrosive poison. Xiao Yan rejoiced in the protection afforded by his heavenly flame, acknowledging that he would have never dared to venture into this dangerous territory without its power. As he entered his training state, a powerful suction force emerged from his body, drawing in the blood-red liquid like a pillar of energy. The liquid emitted a chi-chi sound as it encountered the jade-green flame, and the gray spots within collapsed, preventing the fire poison from entering Xiao Yan's body. Thus, Xiao Yan effectively separated the beneficial blood-colored liquid from the harmful fire poison, a feat only possible with the aid of his glazed lotus heart flame. As the crimson liquid surged into Xiao Yan's body, his entire being trembled. The colossal energy it carried rivaled several days' worth of regular cultivation. Yet, it was being absorbed at an astonishing rate. The reason behind the gold-swallowing rat tribe's unwavering determination to conceal this subterranean chamber became abundantly clear. Should one successfully purge the fire poison within, the tribe's might would experience an unprecedented surge. Xiao Yan's consciousness guided the energy's flow through his meridian system, following the directives of the flame mantra key method. As the blood circulated, Xiao Yan could sense his blood vessels, bones, muscles, and even cells voraciously consuming the energy. With each particle absorbed, they grew stronger, their resilience increasing with every passing moment. The viscous blood energy seemed imbued with a miraculous property, its absorption rate remarkably high. Perhaps attributed to its years of accumulation, it possessed a faint life force that invigorated Xiao Yan's body, bestowing upon him an extraordinary sensation of vitality. Were anyone to witness Xiao Yan at this moment, they would be astounded. His entire body had turned crimson, a potent and dense energy permeating his every fiber. Even his skin exhibited newfound elasticity as it absorbed the blood-colored liquid. Xiao Yan's heart swelled with elation at the extraordinary effects of the blood energy. Any lingering doubts he had harbored regarding the possibility of achieving a breakthrough to the Daohuang class within this chamber dissipated entirely. With the bountiful energy at his disposal, he was confident that the seemingly unfathomable chasm required to advance his cultivation would be bridged. Within the depths of the blood pool, Xiao Yan reveled in an abundance of energy that fueled his transformation. Freed from concerns of depletion, he fearlessly absorbed the surrounding essence. The heavenly mountain fire poison, once a dreaded threat to others, held no sway over Xiao Yan, making this realm a sanctuary tailored for his advancement. Xiao Yan's relentless suction showcased his immense determination, yet he understood the arduous path that lay ahead. The energy required to ascend to the pinnacle of the Daohuang class was colossal. His body remained motionless at the blood pool's depths, mirroring a lifeless corpse. The jade-green flame that cloaked him burned eternally, shielding him from harm. Blood-red energy waves surged relentlessly through the protective barrier, infusing Xiao Yan with its boundless power. Time lost its significance within the serene blood pool grounds. Xiao Yan resembled an ancient sage, his aura gradually escalating. Though the pace appeared slow, It marked a transformative journey from the Dao Huang to the Du Zong realm. With each increment, Xiao Yan's strength elevated, bringing him closer to the inevitable breakthrough that lay on the horizon. In the depths of the blood pool, an eerie silence reigned supreme. Amidst this tranquility, where time seemed to stand still, a faint jade-green hue shimmered within the fiery depths. Closer inspection revealed the figure of Xiao Yan, immersed in deep meditation, his cross-legged posture unwavering. Days had passed since his immersion, during which he had ceaselessly absorbed the potent energy emanating from the blood pool. This energy permeated his very being, mending his damaged blood vessels, bones, muscles, and even his cellular structure. A crimson hue enveloped Xiao Yan's body, coloring his face and giving him a beastly appearance. The solitude of the blood pool concealed this transformation from prying eyes. As time marched on, the Du Qi within Xiao Yan surged through his veins with increasing intensity, resembling the relentless flow of a mighty river. This relentless absorption gradually enhanced his Du Qi, preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. According to Xiao Yan's estimation, he was likely nearing the pinnacle of the 9-star Du Huang level. However, the gap to the next realm remained vast. Progressing to the Du Zong class within 2 to 3 days, even with the aid of the Heaven Mountain blood pool, seemed highly implausible. Xiao Yan was well aware of this and remained composed. He followed the proper method, meticulously absorbing the crimson energy while striving to gain control over the surging power within him. After all, regardless of his strength, it would be futile if he could not command the Du Qi effectively. Xiao Yan's steadfast mindset ensured that his grueling training did not take a toll on his mental state. He immersed himself in the process, allowing his body to undergo profound transformations. As his diligent training continued, Xiao Yan's once black hair grew wildly, taking on an eerie tinge of crimson. The excessive blood-colored energy within his body permeated his hair, giving him an otherworldly appearance. From a distance, Xiao Yan resembled a blood-infused entity, exuding a faint aura of terror. However, Xiao Yan remained indifferent to these external changes. He understood that this transformation stemmed from his inability to fully control the immense energy he had absorbed. Once he gained precise control over his internal power, everything would return to its natural state. His current focus lay in harnessing his newfound potency and experiencing the extraordinary power it bestowed upon him.